Techno update. Subscribe now.
Nokia 7 Plus Review. Design and build. As you would often expect from a new model of an existing smartphone, HMD, the company now behind the Nokia brand, has taken the original Nokia 7 and updated the design into 2018. The main feature here is the 18:9 screen which, along with small bezels, makes the 7 Plus look modern and sleek. Nokia has maintained the thickness at 8mm, but the 7 Plus is a fairly heavy phone. Sadly we haven't been given a weight yet. It's then nicely finished with a 6-layer ceramic feel paint and those attractive copper edges for a flash of tasteful bling. The copper accent continues around sections like the fingerprint scanner, camera and logo. Overall it's a really nice looking design and the copper goes great with all the color options, white, black, and blue. It's just a shame the legal information show below the Android One logo isn't more hidden and taints the style somewhat. Specs and features. Despite the price, Nokia is calling it the flagship hero for everyone, but is that really the case? The display is one of the main features here, jumping to the $18:9 aspect ratio like so many rivals. It's also a lot larger in size at 6 in, much bigger than the Nokia 7's 5.2 in, even though the phone is a bit bigger physically. Although the IPS screen looks nice, it's worth noting the resolution is Full HD+, 1080 by 2160, so the pixel density actually drops from its predecessor to 403p. Still, that's perfectly decent for most users, especially at this mid-range price. While the 8 Sirocco is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 835, the 7 Plus gets an aptly mid-range Snapdragon 660. This is one way Nokia keeps the price down, but the chip should be able to cope with fairly demanding tasking like gaming. It's an octa-core processor, up to 2.2 GHz. And there's 4 GB of RAM here to back it up. Performance seemed good during our hands-on time, but we'll test it further when we get a review sample. There's also 64 GB of storage and a microSD card slot for adding more if you need it. So on some levels, the 7 Plus matches the Galaxy S9, which is close to double the price. It's also got a headphone jack and the hefty weight is largely down to the huge 3800 mAh battery, even more than the S9 Plus. So those looking for long battery life might be fine with the weight, especially as Nokia touts 2-day battery life. So, the main camera is 12MP with 1.4 micrometers pixels and an impressive f/1.75 aperture. The second is a 13MP telephoto lens with f/2.6. Hands-on time shows the 7 Plus is promising for photography and even has a pro mode found on the popular Nokia 1020. The front-facing 16MP camera has adaptive sensor technology and can combine 4 pixels together to create a super pixel, according to the firm. There's also a portrait mode where you can add or modify light sources. Software and apps. We're quite glad that there's not much to say about the software on the Nokia 7 Plus. That's because, like the other new phones, it's part of the Android One program. You get 8.1 Oreo out of the box and access to things like the Google Assistant to swipe away from the home screen, just like Google's own Pixel phones. Furthermore, the Android One program means you're guaranteed to get regular security updates and OS updates for 2 years. They will also arrive quicker than a lot of rivals because Nokia doesn't add anything on.